everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a get ready with me using some of my BOXYCHARM items. I do this every so often. I like to mix in newer products with older products. So yeah, let's do this. So for primer, I'm going to use this one, Dew of the Gods. It is the Tahitian Breakfast, a dewy collagen face primer. I maybe used this once. And it's just like a lotion base, and I remember it giving lots of moisture and, you know, giving that glow, and it smells amazing. I smell like banana in it, but I figured I'd go in with a really moisturizing base because I'm using a really matte foundation. And for foundation, the Fenty Pro Filter, and this is in the shade 200. So I usually don't reach for this a lot because it's super matte, super full coverage, and that's just something I usually don't go for. But I figured I'd get some use out of it with a couple pumps. So how was everyone's Thanksgiving? I worked, and so I did Thanksgiving dinner at work for the residents, and then I came home and did it all over again. I was so exhausted. And I worked the day after too, so I didn't really get any rest. So yesterday I just couldn't keep my eyes open. I fell asleep so early. I think I fell asleep around like 7 o'clock. I woke up for a little bit, fell back asleep. I was just so tired. But I'm going to use, I believe this is my Luxie Beauty sponge that I got in a BOXYCHARM, and I do very much enjoy these sponges. I love when BOXYCHARM includes sponges. Foundation's a little warm yellow, but hopefully by the time I put concealer and all that powder, it will tone it down. What else? Oh, and I want to make a turkey soup today. So after I do my makeup, I want to go to the store. I live across the street from a small grocery store. I'm going to go get some vegetables like carrots and onions, celery, and I believe I have rice here, and I want to make a soup with the leftovers. I've never done that before, so, but yeah, I've been using a sponge lately to blend in my foundation. Usually I was a brush girl, but lately, yeah, I've been enjoying the sponge. For concealer, I have the item Beauty. This is the Air Hug Concealer in the shade 110. I think this is a great concealer. They do sell item Beauty at Sephora. Try to cover up some of these bags. I've been trying to put concealer right here to try to lift because I'm noticing I'm starting to get the frown lines. So I don't know if that actually helps, but at this point I'll try anything. I'm just using a brush I got at Five Below a while back. It's just a small, like, short, dense brush. Put a little on my eyelids because I'm not using a primer. I should have grabbed it, but I don't know. I couldn't find one, and I was just like, I'm just gonna do this without one. I normally don't ever use a primer anyways. Okay, and now I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty powder. This is in the lavender shade. I love this. It's so good. It is very brightening. So it definitely helps lighten anything that is too dark on me. And it's so silky. I use this just about every single day. And I'm surprised I still have quite a bit of product left. Kind of just put it in where I put the concealer, and then I just bring whatever's left over on the other parts of my face. Because I am a powder girl, I like to have my face set. So I got this little face palette maybe a couple months ago, OPV Beauty London. It's in the shade 4. You know, the bronzer, highlight, and blush. I'm not a huge fan of the shade of the bronzer. It's a little more yellow, but I can make it, I can pull it off. The blush is really beautiful, and I believe the highlighter is really pretty. So I'm going to try to be careful and put a little bit of bronzer, not go crazy. Ooh, it's a little dark. I mean, maybe this would work better for me in the summertime, but it's definitely showing up more on camera than it is right when I'm looking at it. I'm just gonna take my sponge and try to blend it out, push it into the skin a little more, tone it down. Maybe I'll take my brush that I had the powder on, and that will help tone it down. Did you guys do any Black Friday shopping? I did some online shopping. I got a couple good deals. And I've been on Amazon, so yeah. I haven't gone to the stores this year. I remember Black Friday used to be so exciting at the stores, going into the blush with my Persona Cosmetics. This brush is filthy, but like that's such a pretty pink. But anyways, yeah, I haven't gone to the stores in a few years Black Friday shopping, but there's a lot of great deals online, and then Amazon starting the Cyber Monday deals. I love blush. I love a pink blush. And then I'm just going to go in the highlighter shade with the same brush I've been using. It's a Morphe Jaclyn Hill 8JH07. And I'm going to go into the highlighter and buff it in. It's a pretty highlighter. It's not too intense. It's more of a natural highlight, at least when I'm using this brush. But you do see a glow. I'm just kind of trying to buff it into the skin. Yeah, you can see the shine. I'm going to set my face with my Anastasia Dewy Mist. This is almost gone. Almost gone. I do have one more setting mist from BOXYCHARM. And yeah, hopefully by the time I'm done with the other setting mist, I'll get a new one in a boxy. So the only item I'm really not going to use from BOXYCHARM is my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. I do have my Benefit Gimme Brow that I did get in a boxy, but I just really have been enjoying this brow pencil. Well, actually my eyeliner too is not from Boxy. But yeah, this is in the shade Taupe. It's only $3. It's a really great, inexpensive brow pencil. It's not like a micro tip. I don't know if you guys could hear my dishwasher. Sorry about that. But it's not a micro tip. But I feel like it lasts a lot longer. I'm always disappointed in micro brow pencils because I feel like I use them in like 2 weeks. And I feel like I already have kind of thick brows, so I don't need that micro pencil. And I just kind of, I don't do anything fancy. I just go in and fill in the gaps and brush it out. But if you are a no mess brow person and just want something simple and easy, this is great. But today I'm going to go with my Benefit Gimme Brow. I believe, yeah, it's the shade 1, so it was a little light for my brows. And I am almost out of this, just to help keep my brows in place, even though I don't do the whole brush up thing, even though I do think it looks really pretty on people. I just really haven't tried that much with, doing that with my brows, but just easy brow. Now for the star of the show, the Dominique Cosmetics The Moment palette. This came in my recent BOXYCHARM. I believe this palette released around like March 2022, so it's a fairly new palette. Really pretty. I think it's really pretty for this time of year. Make a really beautiful like smoky New Year's look, or you can even just play with like the neutrals for everyday look. It's really pretty. I'm gonna go into the white shade Embrace and put that all over both lids. There's this beautiful green, I think that's what I'm gonna go in with, called Stepping Out. And I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm trying to go in with a light amount of color because this shade is pigmented. Get like a really pretty grungy look with this palette. But yeah, the snow is melting. The last video I did, I was doing an icy makeup look. We had the day 1 of the snowstorm and it ended up getting worse Saturday, and it was pretty, the snow is pretty high. Now everything's melting. The snow is definitely still there, but we've had warmer weather, like in the 40s, so I have this flat Sephora brush. It is called Shadow, I believe. This is so old. I bought it in like a Sephora set years ago. But I'm going to go in the shade Elevated. It's like a warm, deeper brown. And pat that in the outer eye area. This is kind of the same technique Emily Noel does. Like, I don't think she goes here, but she uses a flat brush to pat in the shadow or outer V area. But once I put it in the eye, it doesn't look that warm. It looks very neutral. Almost cool, actually. And I am going to go over with the shade Essential. And I'm just going to blend this into the crease. Go in with a little. These shades are very pigmented, so I only need to like dip very lightly. And then we'll use some shimmers. I'm kind of covering up that green, but I still see it. Like, I'm just toning it down a little. Maybe I'll go in that green one more time. Okay, so time to play with these gorgeous shimmers. Oh my gosh, what will I do? I don't really want to play with the blue. So I think we'll go After Hours first. I hear my cats crying. I don't know what they're up to, but it's so pretty. These shades have a lot of sparkle to them, but there's pigment too. It's kind of like a green gold. In the middle, De Niro, right here. Looks very similar to the shade I just laid down. I don't know if there was much of a difference. Maybe this one has more green. And this shade right here, Mesmerize, as a topper. So it has like that shift. Really pretty. I'm just going to put this all over. It's like a transformative shade. I kind of brightened it up. And just take a brush and blend it into the crease. For my lower lash line and my tight line is the Persona Cosmetics liner. It's 24-hour waterproof pencil in black. This is amazing. Like, Emily Noel actually has been raving about these. Like, she just discovered them. She loves them. I got it, I don't know, maybe 6 months back. It is such a good liner. I honestly don't put black in the waterline often anymore. That used to be my signature thing years ago. But it is so creamy and pigmented, and it lasts. Like, you just have to touch it and you get color payoff. I'm just gonna put a little in the outer part of my eye. And then I'm gonna blend the rest with eyeshadow. And we're gonna go in with Elevated and just buff out our lower lash line. Pretty much done. I just want to take my highlighter and just highlight my inner corners and underneath my brow bone real quick, just to brighten it up, because this look definitely is a darker, you know, smokier look, definitely like a nighttime look. I mean, you can wear it whenever you want. I'm wearing it during the day to go grocery shopping. Now for my Color Key eyeliner. This is in the shade Brown. Love it. Amazon. I talk about it every time. I use it every time I do my makeup, pretty much. When I want a brown eyeliner, I actually want to go on Amazon and see if they have any deals on this eyeliner, because I want a black one. But it's just so easy to use. I can't stop bragging about this. And it's affordable. Pretty affordable. I know not everyone uses liquid liner, but this is definitely a part of like my everyday makeup routine. Something I cannot go without, pretty much. And the brown just looks so much more natural and toned down, because if you're worried about like making mistakes, I feel like the brown is more forgiving and just not so stark and bold. And for mascara, this is the Patrick Ta Major Volume Mascara. So I do like the brush, and I do like it initially when I first apply it, but I noticed this mascara smudges terribly on me throughout the day. and I wore it at work. So my hair's crazy. I need to do my hair again, but yeah, I tried it at work. So since I'm just going to be at home and it's not summertime, we'll see how it is. This mascara is getting a little old, but it did get a little like transferred down here. I'll just have to wait to wipe it off. But I do remember hearing people having the same issues with this mascara. My Aunt Sandy said the same thing, like it smudged all over the place. So I don't know. I'll see. I'll try to update you guys in a future video if I get the same results again, or maybe I'll put it down below if it's smudged all over the place. But yeah, it's a little disappointing because it is a super expensive mascara, but at least I got it in my BOXYCHARM. So for lips, I'm going to do a combo of this lip liner, Oma Beauty in Angelou, and the Flawless Beauty Forget the Filler lip gloss, and what shade do I have? Rosy Outlook. You know, Taylor Wynn is so in love with these Outlook or Lawless Forget the Filler. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of cool because I own this beforehand, got it in a boxy, and then she started talking about this all the time. So I'm sure she boosted up their sales. But yeah, I'm going to go in with the lip liner first. It's a little bit warmer. And then I'll go in with the lip gloss. It has like a pink tint to it, but I feel like it goes on clear. And look at the applicator, it just like hugs your lip. I do want to wipe this off before I put it back. The gloss kind of has like a minty feel, like, and it feels like it plumps because of that way, but this isn't a traditional like burning lip plumper. It adds beautiful shine. It feels thick on your lips, but it's not sticky. But that is it, guys. That is it for today's look using BOXYCHARM items. I think this palette's beautiful. I think the quality's great. The looks you're gonna get are more dark, smoky, but it's pretty, and it is a different take on neutrals. The only product I'm not a huge fan of is the Fenty Beauty foundation, just because I'm not into that matte full coverage foundation, because it does start to look really heavy on my skin. I could kind of see it sitting there, and it's just not my thing. I'm into more medium coverage, not dewy, but more satin finishes. And the mascara. I'm not a huge fan of the mascara because of the smudging and the flaking. So besides that, everything else I think is a decent product. But okay, guys, I hope you all have a great day. I probably will be getting, it's end of November, we'll be getting our, you know, December boxes soon. I believe it's Luxe month in December. And so I'll get my Luxe and my Premium next month. So more products to try out and use. And yeah, December is always fun for YouTube videos, like Christmas theme. I don't do a Christmas theme makeup look. Towards the end, I always like to share what I got for Christmas too. But yeah, definitely subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.